Hello and welcome back to schoollife.com. This is your 8th tutorial on web design. In our last session, we created our logo and we intended to create a navigation bar, which is this. And our navigation bar consists of our logo and nav links from our goal site. So in this tutorial, we are going to be creating our nav links since we already have our logo here. So before we do that, let's go over to mobile phone for the smartphones. Let's see how our site looks for smartphones. So click on this play icon, you can see we have the same thing. So whatever we are doing on our desktop or laptop is still going to be the same thing in our smartphones. And in our last tutorial, creating a navbar, I got a comment saying my style tag is not changing colors. What's wrong? I'm using Android. So we are going to be going over that now quickly so that we'll know what really is the cause and how to resolve such issues. So now, if we are using external CSS like we said in our previous video. So this is our working environment, the school life folder. Okay, and this is our index.html file, and this is our style.css file. So whatever element or tag that we are styling from our index.html file, we give them in a unique class. So let's use an example for the course of this tutorial. Permit me to flip my phone so that I can be able to type. Now let's go over that styling again. So for instance, now we have two tags, two h1 tags, okay, and they have two different classes, two different class attributes. The first class attribute is holding a value of 1, and the second class attribute is holding a value of 2. All right, so we want to style these classes from our external CSS. But before then, let's see how it looks in our, okay. So this is what it looks like. I should flip my phone. Okay, this icon here can be moved, okay. So in case it's blocking, is an inbuilt icon from the Acode app. All right, so this is what it looks like. So we want to apply color or styling to these h1 elements. So let's go back. Permit me to flip my phone again from our style.css. So we're going to be calling that class. I will say for us to call a class, we need to insert full stop, then the name of that class. And the name of the class we want to be calling is 1. Okay, and the second one is 2. So let's call 1 first. Right, so we'll write 1. Then we're going to be making use of our curly brackets so that we can insert our properties. Then once we do that, we apply the styling we want. So the styling we're going to be, the property we're going to be applying is color. All right, so color, we write the name of the property, then a colon and a semicolon to close it. Then we give it a color. Let's say we want to apply the color blue to 1. All right, so we have done that now. Let me flip my phone so that you can see it. Okay, there's the blue. Now if you look at our files, you find that we have a yellow icon. This yellow icon means that we have not saved our file yet. So it's always good to save your file so that your styling or any changes you make will reflect. And for Acode code editor, we might click on this play icon now and it will reflect. Okay, it reflected. So but it depends, but for good practices, you have to always save your code for it to reflect. All right, so make sure you save, and even if it reflects and you exit this app, everything is going to be lost. So it's always good to save your code. So we save our styling, then we'll go over to our index.html. You click on it, click this icon, then save. You click this icon here to give you the option to save. All right, so you can see now we have successfully applied styling to that our element. If we should view it again, you'll see that our one has a styling of blue. All right, so I believe I answered your question now. So this is how to do it. Go to the top, you will see our link. It has the same thing, the link tag, the rel, which is the relationship, the type, text.css, then the href. Make sure you are calling the file. All right, they are both in the same folders, sorry. So make sure you are calling the actual file style.css and you're linking it. All right, so we are going to be moving back to our laptop and desktop so that we can proceed with our tutorial for today. The tutorial we have for today is to create our navigation links. All right, so all we need to do now is go to our Sublime code editor. Then for smartphone users, you can still go and use your code editor. So now we are going to be creating, okay, we have our nav tag, we have our div, which is going to be holding our logo. The logo is inside the span. All right, then we're going to be creating another div that will hold our navigation links. So the div tag, then I like to bring this down. We're going to be giving it a class of the links div. Okay, so it's going to be holding our links div. This is the class we're going to be giving it, and we're going to be applying another tag called the anchor tag. All right, so this is going to be helping us with our links. The anchor tag holds the href attributes, which help us to navigate to different paths or destination. You can see we have it here also. So we are going to be having this attribute, and for now, let's just put an hashtag inside, right? It won't redirect us to any page or anything. So now we're going to be, okay, let's save and refresh. You can see that nothing is happening yet. Then go back. So we are going to be giving it names. What names are we going to be giving it so that we can easily identify it from our, okay, we have home, we have services, we have contact, we have about. So we're going to be creating 4 nav links. So we create home. All right, then we're going to copy and paste into 4 places. All right, home, services, contact, about, services, contact, and finally about. Then we save, and if we should refresh, it's not going to look all that good, but you can see it just there. All right, so we're going to be using our styling to make this look good now. All right, so all we need to do now is to go to our style file, which is the style.css, to style our navigation links. And what's the name of our the class we gave to it? Links div. So let's just copy this and go back. All right, so we're going to be doing something new, kind of new. So we call the class, then we're going to be referencing to what we want to style. So we want to style each of the anchor tags. So it's just like we are following a path. So we are calling this class, this value, the value of this class, links div. I want to just reference this anchor tag, because as time goes on, we're going to be making use of other many anchor tags. All right, so we want to call the anchor tag that is inside of the links div, okay, element. So let me explain something right now. If we have an element outside, just like we have this now, this is the div opening tag, and this is the div closing tag. If we have another element inside, this element inside, we're going to be calling it the child element. Or we call this, which is wrapping it, the parent element. So let's use those words now. So we want to call the child element of this our div, which has a class value of links div. So the children, this is the children of this, and this is the parents of this. So that's what we are trying to do now. So we go and say links div. We're calling the class of links div, and we want to reference to the anchor tag. Now we'll use our curly brackets. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to, okay, let's say we take off. Okay, before we work on these anchor tags, let's work on this links div first. Okay, so I just remembered now. So let's work on that first. So the first thing we have to do, let's move it to the right side of the page. We'll say float to the right. So it's on the left. We want it at the right side, just like this guy here. So what we need to do, we have done that, so we'll refresh. You can see it at the right side. Then we can go ahead and start styling our anchor tags. So I'll just copy this quickly, place it on there, and then we'll put it A. Okay, so we say we're going to be applying a padding to it. Padding, let's say 17 pixel. Okay, I don't know if I should be doing it one after the other, so we'll see what each of these does. So remember to save your file before refreshing your page. So you see what padding does. It separates each of them, adds padding to the sides. Okay, so let's take off this underline because we don't want it. So we'll say text decoration. Text decoration should be none. We don't want any underline. I'll make it snappy. Okay, we'll take it off. There, we add a font size. Let's increase the font size. Font size, let's say, okay, maybe 17. And refresh. All right, it's looking better as time goes. And let's say let's add a color, because the color, we don't want this color, it's too bluish. Let's give it the color, same thing as our navigation. So let's take this color, our nav logo. We'll give it this color and save. Refresh, you can see. Yes, it's looking cute. So let's bring these guys to maybe to the center here, just like this. Okay, so what we need to do is okay, before we do that, I want us to do something. Let's go to our links nav and give this a border. Okay, let's just quickly copy this border. So I want the border all around to see. Let's make it red. Try to be obvious. So if we should refresh now, you will see what, okay, the space it's occupying. So then go down. So it helps us to style better and give this a display of inline block. All right. So that's to bring it to the center. I can make it display properly. Okay. So since we have a display of inline block, we are pretty much okay. I just noticed something. You can see our text color here is it's not blue, so it's actually kind of black, a dull black. So let's change that. All right, so let's go to our links div A, which is the anchor tag. Let's change it to 282828. All right, so that should do it. All right, so I will have one more thing, I guess. So if you come here, if we hover over this, you see that there is a background color that follows it around. So let's add that now. So how to do that is we are just going to copy this links div, and we're going to say we're going to use a semicolon, then write hover. So it's also like giving it the browser instruction or our code instruction that when someone hovers over it, it should change the color. So we'll say color. Let's use the color code of dull gray, something like that. So when we save and refresh, please remember to refresh. Okay, you can see, but the color is not that. All right, so sorry, we are not supposed to use color. We are supposed to use background color. Okay, we were changing the text color instead of the background color. So we change to background color. So once we hover, you see. All right, this is nice. So looking nice. Then let's change. I think we are done. There's nothing to change. Let's see if we have something to change or work on. We are done with this. So go to, let's take off our border and refresh. You can see we have our navigation link. Oh, nice. But there's something now. If we should go to mobile view, you see that it's not looking nice, right? So in our next tutorial, we're going to be working on how to make it responsive so that it will look nice on mobile view. All right, so this will be all for this tutorial. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Can you subscribe to our YouTube channel at School Life? Okay, thank you.